Hey, what's going on guys? It's Jordan from Just Tesla, and today we're going to be reviewing the brand new update to Autopilot and its new visualization. Just before the Sentry Mode update, there was an update on the Model 3 that sort of went under the radar. Nobody really noticed it, and I didn't actually realise there was any difference to the car whatsoever. But upon second inspection, I'm starting to notice that the driving visualization is quite a bit better, and there's actually a few new objects on here, and it seems to be a bit better. Why is there a cone on my head? Well, recently, if you follow the Tesla community on Twitter, there was a little bit of beef based around one of these things, a cone. Right, I'm not gonna mention names, I'm not gonna get involved in this because I don't do that kind of thing. I'm not really subscribed to the Tesla community like that. I know there's a lot of personalities on the Tesla community, and I respect them all for doing their part for the greater good. I'm gonna be testing these cones out. I've got some more cones outside that I think will be interesting to see. But I think I've got the ultimate test for the car today. I think it's one that Elon would be proud of as well. So yeah, we're gonna put this to the test, and it's all a bit of fun. Let me know what you think in the comment sections below. You can take this and snip it up and put it onto Twitter and share it on Twitter. I don't mind. You don't have to credit me, but if you are gonna credit me, please tag us at Just Tesla. To the video. Okay, so there's a few things I want to test the car out with. But here's the first thing I'm going to do, because this is the most interesting thing, in my opinion. I want to see what happens when we do this. I've got two giant mirrors in the back of here that I use for working out. I'm going to put them in front of the car and see if the car recognizes itself. I'm going to see if the car realizes that it is itself, or if it thinks it's another car. Let's find out. That's going to be interesting. Now, I just want to say this as well. The system's not perfect. For some reason, it thinks the side of our building is a bus. Don't know why it thinks it's a bus. But I have seen some crazy things with the new visualization, and it's very impressive, and I'm going to put them up as well. I'm going to put everything I can into this. This whole video is about the new visualization. Let me go get those mirrors and try this out. So, here's the two big mirrors. I'm gonna give these a quick spray down. I think the Model 3 is too smart for a dirty mirror. It's gonna realise it's a mirror straight away if there's marks on it, so we need to get this thing cleaned. Okay, so here we go. Here's the two big mirrors. I'm gonna take these up in front of the car. Is the Model 3 self-aware? Let's go find out. Okay, so the mirrors are set up, and I'm gonna drive forward. That is not another Model 3 in front of me, that is us. And what is the car gonna think there? It thinks it's another car! It thinks it's another car, it also thinks there's two cones there. It thinks it's another car, that is so brilliant. Right, let's just do a little bit of reversing. So it's scanning another car. Okay, we're just filming a video at the moment. That is a mirror setup of the Model 3. So this is a mirror. Look at that. So is the Model 3 self-aware yet? So as you get closer, the sensors take over, and if I get really close to it, it doesn't think there's a car there anymore. But, so that, I'm guessing that is highlighting sort of what sensors it uses at which point. The further away we get, it must switch back to the cameras. And it thinks it's a car.
Oh gosh, now it thinks there's another car there. Okay, so there you go, mirrors. The car does know. The car does realise once it gets to this point, but beyond that, it thinks. Because also, one thing to note is, as you get closer, well, it still scans a second cone. But yeah, as you get closer, the car vanishes. Whereas if I go behind me, I've got an actual car behind me. Oh, that car vanishes too. So is the Model 3 self-aware? We're not 100% sure yet. We're not 100% sure. Okay, so the car recognises itself as another car in a mirror. I'm just gonna wait for this guy to pass. So now there's a little cone. It's a very mini, I'd like to call it a mini cone. I'm gonna see if it recognises it as a cone. Yeah, straight away. So this is a thing to note. So there's a guy walking past right now, okay? And these were never there before. These are little metal posts. Metal post bin. And if you look outside, there's a metal post, which is a lamp post, which is picking up. There's a metal post, and the bin is just here. So it's really doing a really good job. Post, lamp post, post. So these, as you can see, that keeps switching from cone to post, and that's because it's got some red paint on it as well. But in the past, these weren't displayed at all. So it's really doing a really good job of recognizing other objects now, and it's just going to be collecting more and more and more data every single time. Okay, so let's go try something else. I've got the base of a cone. I want to see if it registers the base of a cone. So that was the old base of a cone put down there. Let's have a drive. Oh! It picks it up. It picks it up. Okay, that's cool. So I'm gonna drive over it and see what happens, because it's not gonna cause any damage to the car. Does it stop? Let's reverse a bit. So, just want to show you guys what we're looking at here. So that's it there. That's the old base of a cone. So it's not just registering the triangular point. It's registering the base as well. So if anyone thinking it's like, it's not limited data, it's not guesswork, like they've programmed loads of different things into this. Now I know we're getting these things popping up as cones over here, and like I say, last week these things weren't even showing, so it's developing and learning all the time. So let's go over the top of this. We're gonna drive right over the top of this cone now and see if it stops us. So obviously there's nothing to hit, so don't worry. What happens? And it's let us drive over it. There's a cone coming through here. Okay, so let's reverse back over it. Let's see if it still registers it as a cone, even though now we've shown them that there was no obstacle there. Let's see if the system's learned from that. That would be interesting. No. So, but I mean, how is the camera picking it up from there? It's registering a cone from there. Is it the sensors on the front? So from there, I can't even see that with my own eyes. And it's registering that there was a cone there. I can't even see. So ready? We're ready for this? I'll tell you when I can see it with my own eyes. And I've got my head up against the glass, okay? So now it's seen the cone already. I want to find out where that is. So now, let me tell you when I can see it. I still can't see it. With my own eyes, my own 2 eyes. Still cannot see this cone. Maybe I'm dragging it along. There it is, I can see it. I can just see it. I can just see the edge of it, right? What I'm gonna do now is drive to the point where the car is just picking it up. So the first instance of the car picking it up, and then I'm gonna go out and find out where that is to see how is it registering a cone when I can't even see it with my own eyes. I know the camera, there, right, okay, it's picking up the cone now. Okay, I'm gonna park that. I'm gonna take us outside. I'm just gonna wait for this guy to go past. Okay, so the cone is just showing on the visualizations, right? Let's go find out where that cone actually is and how the hell is this being registered by the car. Maybe it's remembering there was a cone there. Does it have sensors underneath the car? Or cameras underneath the car? So let's have a look at it again. So as you can see, the cone was way under the car, okay? So I'm gonna put it into reverse. Just gonna put my pin in. I always use a pin, guys, because I've heard some horror stories. So I've put the pin in, I'm gonna put it into reverse, and the cone's already registered. Look, it's already registered right there. Sorry, my finger's not, it's already registered. So now it says the cone is out. I'm guessing it's just there. I'll have a look. We've got sensors. Are they sensors or are they studs? I can't tell. So there are some, and I should research this, to be fair. There's some sensors right here. There's some, sorry, not sensors, there's studs. Now they could be studs to hold the plate. Then you've obviously got your normal sensors up front as well. Strange. But there's no way the camera's picking that up, obviously. So that is strange. I think, I could be very wrong, I think those things that look like sensors on the bottom are just studs. But if they are sensors, then that would make sense. That would make sense as to why it can register it when it's underneath the car. Which means it'd be interesting to roll over somebody to see if it registers the person on the floor, who knows. What's the answer? What is it? What's causing that? Take a minute to tweet that to Elon. As if I'll get a response, but okay, so that's really cool. It registers the base. I don't know if it's remembering the cone or if there are sensors on the bottom. One of you guys probably knows, are they sensors or are they just studs to keep that base plate covering the bottom? Be interested to know. Okay, so the other thing I just wanted to show, just whilst we're here, I know I've literally just mentioned this, but is these poles. It wasn't in the previous version. So I'm just going to drive towards this fence, which is broken down into poles, and here you go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we've got a fence made up of that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's obviously registering the fence in some sort of fashion. Now, or is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Although some of them are really close together. But anyway, it's registering these poles. They weren't there before. So that's a cool little update to it. Okay, so it picked up that road marking. It's picked up road marking for a while, but not that kind of road marking. And then we've got another road marking. Oh, it picked up the traffic light one. There's another one. So it really is doing a great job of picking up these lines. I'm gonna pull over and get that camera a bit steady. Shaky. Okay, so on the road. It's picking up the double yellow lines, which is cool. I think it might have already been picking up the double yellow lines. Maybe I just didn't notice before. Okay. So it's picking up for sure the stop lines. There you go, look, it's picking up the traffic stop lines, or where it gauging, I guess it's gauging where it should stop. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can use Autopilot. Look, it's got the little shadow line where it would brake, so that's new. Okay. It feels confident though, it feels better. There's that red light line again. See if it stops for us. It definitely feels better on the road. Cycle lane marking. All those cones that aren't cones, but picking up that line again. Really good. Slowed down for that cyclist up there, which is interesting. Okay, I just want to take it out of there. I was really hoping to stop at this traffic light. This is what I was trying to stop at, yeah. Okay, so what I'm hoping for is a filter light. So we've got a little filter light here, but I've just realised it's not the kind of filter light I wanted. Has it picked it up? Yes, it has. Little arrow. So it's got a little arrow. It's very hard to see. It's got an arrow there. Okay, that's cool. Let's go down here. Enter cruise control. No. So it's got the line. I'd be interested to find out if Tesla driver, if he's used it yet, because I know he's got full self-driving on his, to see if the city driving's now working in the UK. Before, when I tried the update, it didn't have the new visualisations on our car, but now, as you can see, it's got the lines. It's got the lines available for it. So is it a case of just having full self-driving as an option? Or maybe I need to activate it. It feels better though. If it lets me in Autopilot. So it's picking up the cyclist better. Doesn't think it's a motorcyclist. It picks them up ahead of time. Although it's not letting me into auto steer, which is annoying me. There you go, it's back in there. Sorry about the flare. But yeah, it's picking it up. Picked up that cone. It saw that there was someone crossing the road and it slowed down. It's just better for sure. There we go, so the visuals are better. It feels better, it definitely feels better. just feels more confident, and I'm very judgmental of the full self-driving option. I think in the UK it's not fair if the price keeps going up and we still are unable to do it due to regulations. If it keeps developing this fast, if it keeps developing this quickly, it would be such a shame to not be able to experience it in the UK properly. I still think, this is still my thought, I still think that in the UK you have to have your hands on the wheel. If you have to have your hands on the wheel, when you benefits like lane changing and all that sort of stuff, it's so easy to move the wheel. It's so little effort required to move the wheel that it just doesn't seem like a worthwhile benefit, in my opinion. But if they allow us to take our hands off the wheel soon, it's a game changer. And I just feel like, for sure, it's just a regulations thing. Elon tweeted this earlier today, or was it yesterday? It's a regulations thing. That's why they're not been able to do it. And I feel like that could be true. Like the way this technology is just improving. Like I've had this car for less than a month now, and yeah, it's already getting that good. It's already developing and learning so fast. Anyway guys, that's everything. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in purchasing a Model 3, I always say this, there's a link in the description for 1,000 free supercharging miles. You get 1,000 free supercharging miles, I get 1,000 free supercharging miles, and we can just drive off on our jollies when this whole thing's over, and we can drive around the country for free. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, you're the best.